Hey you guys, this is Uncle P from Super Easy Forex, and first of all I want to thank everybody who attended the live session that I did for the public, including those in our group. We introduced to you our new trading system called Simplicity, and there's nothing short of saying that Simplicity is just an absolute beast. It really is. And what I'm going to do, and I'll clearly explain step by step what's going on my chart so you can see it. But you're literally seeing, yes, and I'm going to be closing some of these trades out. That's why I'm doing this weekend video. It's going into Friday, and I don't really trade on Fridays. I like to take the weekend off. But anyway, I want to kind of show you what happened this week. All of this is this week, and I have my little calculator here. So we're going to calculate at the end these pips together, so you can actually see how many pips I made this week. And I'm going to actually show you how I did it step by step using Simplicity, so that you'll know and can kind of get an idea of what to expect when you join Super Easy and get the new trading system. So you're literally, your eyes are not wrong. You're literally seeing 2,000, and this is on AUD, JPY. Please check your charts, and let me give you the date. It's right here in the corner. So again, for those who want to call me a scammer and all those things, that's fine. I don't care. Do what you want to do. One thing I found out about people who are always seeking out scammers, they're usually the people who are struggling in Forex. They're not successful. Successful Forex traders, they don't run around trying to find out who's a scammer and who's not. That's usually those who's struggling. So whatever. Anyway, charts don't lie. Charts don't lie. And we have over 15 or 1,600 people in our trading group. So in our trading family. So if you think we're a scam, that's fine. Anyway, keep giving your money to those companies that want hundreds of dollars for their monthly membership. All right. Anyway, let me go back to this. Right here, you can see it's June 12th, 2020. And so that's Thursday, our time in the U.S. And yes, you're seeing 2,445 pips, and it's still moving because this is actually happening live. And I've actually already pre-recorded other videos before it went this far, so this is just a follow-up, okay? How I did that, as you can see, I actually have 8 positions. So if you do 2,500 divided by 8, that means each position has already clocked 300 pips each. From entry, which was here, and I got it off the 15-minute entry. And you can see right there, 327 pips. So I'm measuring it out from my entry to here. So that's how. But then you multiply that by 8 positions. So moving forward, as I'm going through this history of my trades for this week, since Sunday, I want you to see exactly how I did it. So when you see these massive numbers, it's not just one position. It's actually, take a look over here at open positions, and it'll tell you how many positions. Sometimes I enter on one position. Sometimes I enter multiple positions. It's up to you how you want to trade using the system. Okay. So here we go. So this is 24, and I'll write this down. We'll just do 2450. Okay. So you do AUD, JPY, 2450. Okay, and let's go to the next one. All right, and then I had CAD JPY, and this is 2575. And you can see how I did that one. You can see this kind of thick right here, but you can see I have 11 positions, and that's called stacking. For those who have never traded before, that's called stacking. So I stacked my trades. Okay, and that's what I did. And you can see CAD JPY. Check your charts again on your own. And that's the wonderful part about my videos, because the day that they're recorded and posted, you can always go back on your own charts, even if it's 5 years from now, and you can verify the trades on your charts yourself. You can just simply check your own charts to see if what you see on my screen matches what's on your screen. Because regardless of what I say, I can't reduplicate the charts. The charts are the charts, okay? And so whether today, again, is right there, June 12th. So regardless of what time frame, a year from now, if you're looking at this video, June 12th, 2020, it's still going to show you the same thing on your charts that you're seeing on mine. The only difference is when I took the trade, as you can see, the entry was right here, but I took it on the 30-minute. I'm just showing you from the 1 hour how it actually played out because it shows the trend a lot smoother. But if I go back to the 30-minute right here, you can see my entry right here. Signal came in and I took it. Okay, but I'm just showing you on the 1 hour how it looks as well, because it's a little bit smoother. Okay, so that's with simplicity. Our new trading system is just a beast of a trading system. All right, very dependable. All right, next, let's go to the next one, Euro NZD. And as you can see, I only took one position on this one. So if you would have took 10 positions times 325 pips, I would have had 3,250 pips on this one. So as you can see, it's just totally up to you how many trades you want to enter, how many positions you want to enter, and that's how you can accumulate a massive amount of pips on a trade, okay? But again, this is not for the faint of heart. This is for experienced traders, so I always recommend go 1 to 2 positions, but what I also teach is how to scale in so that as it's hitting up levels, it can hit your take profits. I personally did not do that on this video because I want to show you guys the effectiveness of our new trading system. So this one, as you can see, is the Euro NZD, and basically it's showing on the 1 hour, but if I show you guys, this is the one I told you in a prior video that I got in on the 5-minute time frame, and let me see if I can pull that up for you so you can actually see it. Let's see, because this ran now for a while. Right here was my entry on the 5-minute time frame. So again, yes, you can use it on any time frame that you wish. So here's the 5-minute entry, and boom, there it was. So that's why you're seeing it here where I got in way earlier. Right here is where I got in on the 5-minute, and eventually the arrows caught up with it on the higher time frames. So matriculated up to the higher time frames, and that's why you see that at 322 pips. So we'll write that one down. 322 on that one. Okay. All right, let's go to my next trade. My next trade kind of started off kind of sloppy, but it's starting to move. And as you can see, this is one that I took off the 30-minute time frame, I believe. This is the Euro. Yep. Right here. Actually, no, 15. It would be the 15-minute. Right here. It kind of stuttered right here. Kind of got me a little cautious and nervous about it. But it ended up playing out. And as you can see, and I'm going to the 1 hour time frame so you can see it smoother, because that gives me confirmation not to touch the trade, to let it just run. So I'm just going to let this bad boy run. You can kind of see when it was on a buy trade, look how long and how many pips it created. So if it's going to copy that, there's really no reason for me to be jumping out of this trade anytime soon. And that's the other beauty of our new trading system. It kind of helps you to learn how to stay in trades a little bit longer, okay? And not just quickly go for the 5 pips, 10 pip and dip and you're out, you know, when you could have made a whole lot more pips, because it's telling you, hey, just be patient. So in this trade, yes, I'm up 45 pips on it, and you can see my entry right there, but I'm going to hang on to this trade for quite some time until it tells me it's done. Okay, so let's write down 45 pips on the Euro, USD. All right. And then next, let's go to, and you can see I have 2 positions on that. So technically it's 20 pips per position right now currently. And let's go to another one. And this one I just entered here. Let me move my head out the way. And this is the GBP NZD. I just entered this one because I just saw it on the 30-minute. You can see my entry is right there. So that's why it's, you know, a few pips off. But if it runs like it did here, let's take a look how many pips this produced on this last signal. From here to here, 250 pips. Okay, 250. So if it gives me 250 again to get up to this hot zone here, all right, I'll take it. Okay. All right. So I'll put down GBP NZD minus 45 pips. We'll just put that 45. I know. Yep. There we go. 45. Okay. All right. Let's go to the next one. And I'll put my head back down here. Now here's a beauty. This is a beautiful trade right here. As you can see, came in. And I got in, of course, a little bit early on the 15-minute time frame on that entry, but then entered the second position. See, here's the 15-minute entry. Very clean. Very, very clean. Very clean. But as I seen that it wasn't tired yet, when the 1 hour arrow sent a mobile signal because it does have mobile alerts. And look at this, how long it ran the last time. You want to see something? Watch this, you guys. Watch this. Look at this. The last time this one came in. Look at how many pips that did. I can't even keep it on the whole screen. Give me a second. Look, clean entry all the way to the zone. That was 493 pips. Now imagine you have 10 positions on that. That's almost 5,000 pips. So again, but I'm not suggesting you do that if you're not good at what you do. You can enter one position and hey, that would have been good for almost 500 pips on that trade. Okay, and check your charts again. You can check it for yourself. So anyway, this one is up. I have 2 positions, so that's almost 300 pips. So that's about 150 pips per position. Okay, all right. So we'll write that down. 291 positive 291, and that's GBP USD. All right, and let's go to the next one. And this was a good trade right here. As you can see, it's pulling back up, doing a flag pattern, but my entry is right here. I know you can barely see it. Let me kind of pull this over and see if you can see it a little bit more. Give me a second. This is on the NASDAQ, and just so happened, guess what? We got our signal in to get in on this trade. I did, and you can see right there. Okay, so let me pull this back so you can see it kind of good. All right, so on that trade right here, got the signal on the lower time frame, and I just rolled it on out. See, right there, 15-minute. Look at that. You see how it's pulling back? That's, for those who's brand new, that's called a bear flag pattern. So when it does that little slant, or in my group, we call it the slant pattern. So it'll do this little slant pattern, go up, go up, go up, and then drop some more. So it may do that, may not, but as you can clearly see right here on the 30-minute, right here, I think that was the time I got in the 30-minute entry. But anyway, right here, clean entry. Entry is right here. Notice where my stop loss is. So I'm right here, protected. No matter what happens, I'll make a couple of $100 on it. Because the NASDAQ, I don't go too heavy on the NASDAQ because it moves so fast due to political news, so I didn't go heavy on that one. That's why you also will see that I have only one position. Got to be careful with those. The NASDAQ, the Dow, and the S&P 500. So those are indices, so be careful with those, okay? Because they're highly motivated right now by politics and the coronavirus. So be careful if you're trading those. All right, let's go to my next one. All right, this one is one that I just got in. This is the NZD CAD. And as you can see, the arrow literally is just coming in. You can see the last time it came in, it made some very, very nice pips. And so hopefully it'll make a U-turn and come on down. So I have 2 positions. So it's technically only about 3 pips, which is just a spread, broker spread. So we'll hold on to it and see what happens. Okay, so I'll write that down. By the way, I didn't write down the NASDAQ. Let's write down the NZD CAD. And that's 7 pips. So we'll write that down, 7 pips. And how much did I make on the NASDAQ? And I should have did this earlier before the pullback. Now, the NASDAQ counts pips quite differently, and their spread is different. So, to be honest with you, and I'm very straightforward, if I don't know something, I don't know. I don't know how to calculate their pips. I just know it makes a lot of good money. So, I will leave that one off, although you see it's doing very well, okay? So what I think it may do is do a flag pattern and drop some more, okay? But if it hits my take profit right here, my stop loss, which is deep in profit, I'm okay with that too. I'm fine. I'm happy. Because it's going into the weekend, and that's why I'm doing this video before the weekend, so that you guys can see, okay? And I'm showing you the ones that are live, the ones that are not. Nothing hidden, okay? Nothing to hide here. All right, and here goes another one. Here we go, and you see I got 6 positions on this one. Of course, I entered on the 15-minute, but you can enter even if you would have got in on the 1 hour. You can see right here, the 1 hour came in with the signal, and boom, you would have been in profit. Pretty good. So I'm in this one for 1,200 pips. And that is NZD Swiss. Okay. Nothing hidden. Everything in front of you. Okay, here's another monster though. Whew, look at there. Beautiful. You guys want to see something? Watch this. Okay, so here's what happened prior. Okay, here's the last several signals with simplicity. 1 trade. Look at that. 2. 3, 4. And we actually teach to trade 1-to-1 risk ratio, but I'm doing a demonstration so you guys can see the power of our new trading system. Okay, much cleaner than the prior triple arrow system, easier because I actually built this one again for my family to make sure that they can easily see the trades. And by the way, I'll show you something momentarily just to reinforce the point. But look at how long this trade ran. Oh my God, just absolutely gorgeous. And this is off the 1 hour time frame. So far right there, that's 491 pips at that part right there. And then I'll measure it again. So that was 400, just say 500 from there. And then you add another right there to that, 177. So we'll say 500, 177, that's 677. Let's say 650 pips on this last run from this one to this one. And now you see this one, and I stacked 12 positions on this one. And so therefore, I'm up 2,930 pips on that. NZD JPY 2,928. Okay, and I'm showing this live because I know people be like, no, there's no way possible if somebody can accomplish that, but you can. Now, I'm not suggesting, and I don't suggest when you sign up that you start trying to have this many positions on there. I'm just showing you guys the possibility because we do have advanced traders who like stacking. So for those who are advanced who like to stack, I'm also showing you that. But again, just like the Euro NZD, I only have one position and I'm up 300 and something pips on that. So it's totally up to you. How do you want to use the system? But I'm just showing you the effectiveness. Okay. Also, in addition to that, what we're also going to do is count the number of trades I'm in. Now, I don't recommend being in this number of trades. I personally don't like being in this number of trades. But again, I'm just simply stating a point for those who are in doubt about the new trading system and its effectiveness. Okay. So again, let's take a look at this one. Of course, I got in a little bit earlier, but if you would have got in on the 30-minute, or the 1 hour, take a look. You still would have been in pips. Of course, I got in a little bit earlier on the 15-minute, and we do have a dashboard coming out for it, which is going to be freaking awesome. Okay. But let's take a look and pull this one back. This is the NZD USD. Look at how many, and I'm just going to pull it back so you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now 6 winners. 6 winners. So anyway, NZD USD, and again, today's date is June 12th, 2020. So please check your own charts and you can verify for yourself, because no matter what indicators I show you, if I take all indicators off the charts and just did naked, what they call naked chart trading, the charts will still show the exact same thing. So I can't fake what the candlesticks are showing. Okay, I can't fake that. So you can check it for yourself. Okay, so write down 231 pips. And why? Because I actually have 2 positions on this one. So if you divide that, that's about 115 pips per position. Now I could have stacked it and did more. If I would have did 10 pips on that one, 10 positions, that would have been 2,030 pips. Only did 2. So I'm showing you, even if you stack or use 1 position or 2 positions, the effectiveness of our new trading system. So I'm going to write down 230 pips. Okay. And then last but not least, my nice one, oil. Oil dropped nicely. I caught this one last night right here. It was dancing in my area, and you'll know what that means once you join. But right now, you can see oil drop very, very nicely. Very, very nicely. Now, again, being honest with you, I think oil counts pips differently, but for the sake of argument, I think that's still 46 pips. So we'll write that down in oil. But oil pays out bigger because it's a different indice. It's a energy stock or whatever they call that. Okay, so it's not a currency pair. But either way it goes, as you guys can see. So let's count up how many pairs I traded this week, showing you how effective this system is. But again, I'm warning you, in the tutorials, I'll teach you how to just take 2 or 3 trades a week, maybe 4 at the most, because that's all you really need. You don't need to be juggling 10 and 12 trades at one time. Okay, that's not good. Because if news come out or you're not experienced, the news does a spike like it did this week because of the Fed interest rates, and it spikes against you. Okay, you may be in trouble. By the way, speaking of that, let me show you what gold did, because that one was a spot on trade. and I sent a signal to the group. But the only thing is I told them to close it out before the Fed interest rate news because I wasn't sure. What was going to happen when they made the Fed announcement. I was quite kind of sure that they weren't going to change the interest rates because the economy sucks. So you can't raise interest rates in a bad economy. However, I was right, but what happens is, so they left the interest rates at a quarter point, I think it was, on the interest rates. But the truth of the matter is it didn't matter whether they changed it or left it alone. The market likes to play with people's stop losses. And so that's why I said, hey, just let's close the trade out. But let me show you the results of what happened with Simplicity. Simplicity knew exactly what's going to happen before, the night before the Fed interest rate news, because I sent that signal out to the group the night before. Okay. But anyway, let's take a look. 1, 2. Okay. 2 and 1, 3. All right. So anyway, take a look at this. This is the one I told them. And sure enough, look, and that's why I say, hey, close this out. Because look at this Fed interest rate announcement. They did not even change the interest rates. But nevertheless, this is what they'll do. They'll hit you on both ends, trying to hit all stop losses before continuing up. But as you can see, gold made a nice run based off of what Simplicity had said. And that would have netted you 464 pips from here to here. So just absolutely beast mode. Okay. So anyway, how many trades am I in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And again, I'll read them back so you can verify it on your charts. So I'm in the AUD JPY for a sale, CAD JPY for a sale, Euro NZD for a buy, Euro USD for a sale, GBP NZD for a buy, GBP USD for a sale, NASDAQ for a sale, NZD CAD, that was for a sale, NZD Swiss, sale, NZD JPY, sale, NZD USD, sale, oil, sale. Okay, so those are the positions. So let's tally up the pips and see how I did this week. Now, again, I'm not going to do this every week because, again, I'm just stating a point with our new trading system for those who were in doubt about its effectiveness, okay? And all the components and all the different things, you'll learn that when you join us and go through the video tutorials. I break down every part of how each one of the indicators work, what their function is, how to use it, what times to pay attention to using the trading system, in every detail. So once you purchase the system, just log right back in with the username and password you created if you pay through PayPal, and you'll be able to have instant access. Okay, so you don't have to wait for us to send you anything. Just join right in, get started, and you'll be ready to go. Okay, all right, so here we go. 2,450 on AUD JPY, 2,575 on CAD JPY, 322 on Euro NZD, 45 pips on Euro USD, minus 45 pips on GBP NZD because I just entered that trade. Okay, plus 291 for GBP USD. Then the NASDAQ, even though it made a tremendous number of pips, I'm not going to even count it. All right. Then minus 7 pips for NZD CAD because I just entered that with 2 positions, and that's basically the broker spread. Right there, you can see broker spreads in the corner. So that's the broker spread on that particular pair. Then we add in 1,200 for NZD Swiss. Then we add in 2,928 for NZD JPY. Then you add in 230 pips for NZD USD. Then we add in 46 pips for oil. That gives us, you can write this number down, 10,035 pips for the week. I wish I had I would drop my mic, but I'm talking into it. 10,035 pips for the week. And again, if I took this away, all the charts, I can't fake the charts. The charts are the charts. But when you add in our system, it clearly shows you what was going on. I can't fake that. I can't fake it. It is what it is. We're very, very proud. I'm proud of my team. We worked extremely hard behind the scenes while we were being criticized, talked about, and all these different things. We just kept it moving quietly behind the scenes, hammering out the details, working out the algorithms on our system, because it has tons of algorithms behind the scenes to read the market and the charts, and it is just a phenomenal tool. So if you're looking for something that can give you great success in the trading business, that's revolutionary, that has never been seen, and you'll see how we customize it. You can change the arrow designs, you can change the lower indicators. There's many things. You can make this completely customizable to your taste. You can even add your name. Did you guys see? Oh, let me show you this, and I'll end this video. But I want to show you this option. So I'm going to actually add the name. You can label it, and I'll click refresh, and look at there. You can actually put a name on it. Buy, sell. Oh, but it gets better. What if you don't want that buy and sell name on there? Okay, no problem. So let's just say if your name is John, and John, you've been a bad boy, so we're going to put you as the sale. And Joyce, and Joy, we'll put Joy. Okay, Joy. And John. Okay, Joy and John. How about that? And look at what happens. Well, look at there. Joy is for buy. John, and let me unlock the charts. See, we did a lot of unique features on here. John for a sale. You can actually name it. You can put your dog's name on there. You can put your loved one. You can put anybody's name in there. Anything you want for the buy, and they don't have to be the same. It's just a customizable tool, so it's a personalized indicator for you. And this is just one of several additional adjustments you can do to this trading system to make it fun and easy for trading in the Forex market. Like I said, it's never been done before, and we're very happy about our patented product that we are bringing to the market. It's highly successful, easy to use, and I built it for our children. Our children can look at it and understand it, so if our kids can understand it, of course you can, even if you're a newbie. Okay? All right, you guys, I'm going to wrap up this video. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll talk to you next week.